another stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. Well, last night we got some excitement. We get a knock on our door around 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. And typically we don't have people knocking at our door at that time of night. So it scared us. So Frank goes up to the door and asks who it is, and they say the police. And it was like, what? What is going on? Well, evidently our neighbor called the police because a vehicle had like turned the corner and then backed into parking on the side of the business right across the street from us. So there was a car parked right across the street from us. And evidently, after they parked the car, I think my neighbor saw one person get out, but the other person was still in the car. And, you know, he was suspicious, so he called the police. And when the police came, nobody was in the vehicle. And they were asking us if we knew anything, and we're like, no. And, well, this morning I saw that two guys came, and it looked like they were just having car problems because they were popping the hood, trying to get it started. So that's what that was all about. But, oh, that scared us. Well, anyway, I want to show y'all the progress on my temperature blanket this past week. And the temperature averaged in the 80s for the first time. So I have a feeling it's going to be 80s until the end of summer. Because I actually would have thought that our temperature would average in the 90s because it's hot here in Louisiana. But a lot of it is the heat index that makes it so hot. But it never averaged in the 90s. But this is the progress of the blanket. So we have a new color on the blanket now. And I'm going to let y'all see a picture of Frank holding up the blanket so y'all can see the blanket better. So, I have finished the blanket part of my ocean blanket. All I have left to do is finish crocheting the appliques and then sew them on. But this is the last part of the blanket that I did to finish it. So I have all of the cream color done now. And now I'm going to show you the appliques that I've gotten done for it. I've gotten all the sea turtles and the starfish done. And now I just have the appliques that I had purchased from Etsy. I have those left to do. And I have like 3 packs that I had purchased. And also, there's a channel that had a lot of beautiful ocean, you know, like sea animals that I plan to do some of those too for it. But here's my little turtle. Isn't he cute? And he's kind of curling, but once he's sewn on, that's going to take care of the curling. But I made 9 of these. So I have those made. And I did the starfish, like I said. And let me show you. And these are curling too. But again, once they're sewn on, they won't be curling. But I made 2 of these. So I figure it'll probably take me about 2 more weeks to get my blanket completely finished. I doubt that I have all the appliques sewn on next week. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going to let you see a picture of Frank holding up this blanket so y'all can see it better. So I'm curious, what have y'all been crocheting this past week? Let me know in the comments below. So, as most of y'all have probably seen, I have done some new crochet tutorials. I did one for the front post double crochet stitch, the back post double crochet stitch, and the waffle stitch, which the waffle stitch is the stitch that I used in my patriotic scarf that I made. So anyway, I do have a little concern that there may have been too much blurriness on those tutorials because my camera seems to have trouble focusing sometimes. I think especially whenever I'm up close filming and with the movement. But whenever I watched it, it seemed like you could still see everything that I was doing. But let me know if you were able to follow my tutorials or if the blurriness was an issue. I may have to try to refilm it if a lot of y'all seem to be having trouble with it. And hopefully it would come out better if I refilmed it, if so. But anyway, I also want to update y'all that my patriotic scarf is being tested right now. So my testers are working on it. And once they finish, then I will make the edits needed for the pattern and then put it to uploading on Ravelry. So be on the lookout for that. So tomorrow, Wednesday night, I will be going live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Jeannie with Butterfly Dreams Crochet with Jeannie will be my guest star. So I hope y'all can all make it to my live. And as y'all know, I love talking to everybody. I like getting to know y'all. So yeah, I hope y'all can make it to my live. I have another thing I'm curious about. I asked this in my last live video, but I think it's a fun question, and I'd like to see your answers in the comments below on this. If you were in a high-speed chase, what song would you want to be blaring on your radio? I would either go with Born to Be Wild or Wanted, Dead or Alive. Those would be my song choices. So let me know yours in the comments. In cat news today. Well, Allie's been something else the last few days. We caught her in the bathroom where she had her back two paws on the bathtub and the front two paws were on the faucet for the tub. And she was looking back and she gave you that look like, hey, y'all disturbing me, leave me alone. Or it may have also been the look like she had been busted for something. But it was just too cute and funny. And she's been hanging out a lot in the bathroom the last few days. I don't know, she seems to love the bathroom for some reason. And like when you go into the bathroom and you start petting on her head, oh, she eats that up. She loves that. Where she's not the type of cat that will just come plop on your lap or come by you. But if you go up to her and just start rubbing her head, she loves it. And then Sophie has been hanging out on top of the dresser a lot the last few days. She likes being up high and she likes being able to look out the window. She's probably watching the stray cats outside and the other animal action going on. But yeah, I wish she would be more lovable the last few days. I mean, she only really comes out like to eat and, you know, do her cat stuff, and then she goes right back. But I do think it's funny because whenever I first started doing my videos, I would have thought Sophie would have popped up in more of my videos than Allie, and it's actually been the opposite. I think Sophie's only been on one video and Allie's been in about 4 or 5. But I think some of it too is, like whenever I film my regular videos, I'm sitting on an ottoman, so it's not like they have a back to jump onto a chair. And whenever I do my lives, I have my green screen up, so it kind of like blocks me off. So I think that's why they don't appear in as many videos. But you never know when they might pop up. But that's about it going on with the cats. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light, and bye.